Hello guys, my name is Armin. In today's episode, Learning Revizto, I want to show you how to use the Find Object feature. This is a very important tool in Revizto because you need to create search set, you need to find all the objects, you need to group them, you need to put them together in order to have a great set so you can run your clashes, you can use it in the QTO and much more. So today I want to go into the object search and then go in detail, basically explaining everything to you and show you what's the best practices to use it. So without further ado, let's jump into Revizto.
In today's episode, Learning Revizto, we're gonna take a look at find objects. We're gonna go over it and we're gonna basically tell you and share with you what are the tips and tricks and best practices on how to use find objects. So, if you want to do the find objects, you gotta be kind of familiar with the selection tree. We had another video kind of talking about this. Please go back and review that video so you know how to use the selection tree, how to get familiarized with it. So the find object is this binocular uh, icon and it's gonna be under the 3D mode. So you cannot find it in the 2D issue tracker, it's just gonna be the 3D, and that's what kind of makes sense because you need to select the object and be at that model space to see it. So when I click the find object, it has a few options that I just want to go over with you. So one of them is basically when you create this find objects, you want to save them, right? You want to save them as a set, as a group, as a bunch of elements, grouped together. So this is what we trying to use, and this one is gonna basically clear all the condition that you create over here. So we're gonna search in three different locations. We're gonna search in everywhere, like all through all of these models, whatever you have, everywhere within current selection. So if you select something, it's gonna go through only that model or that selection that you need, and also within a search set. So if you have your search set and have like a bunch of sets that you created for the different model, you can find the objects within those sets or within those models. So these are the three options that you have. Right here at the bottom, there's like a two very important objects. So I just want you to understand the difference between these boxes, especially like elements, check or uncheck. So if you are looking, let's say for a layer, let's say floor, you have to uncheck this because as you can see this one says elements, so it means it looks for not a layer in your model and basically looking for the specific elements that you want to identify to find. So most people have these boxes checked on and they're looking for ceilings, floors. They want to create a set for all the ceilings, but they cannot find it in the model, and the problem is they have this box checked. So the problem is if you have this box checked, you cannot find ceiling, you can find ACT 2 by 2 because that's the element that was created. Right. So I'm gonna show you right now how it's gonna work, but I wanna kind of give you a little bit understanding of what it is and basically what to look for. And then also in prompt below result, if you want to go more into a detail and then finding little more items, you can kind of have that box checked. And then right here, these three dots are basically looking for a match case, character width, and then diacritics if you have them checked or unchecked. So if I uncheck this one, it's basically those are still checked, which is good. So you can leave these on default. You can kind of play with this one on and off if you want to use it. So I'm gonna leave it on as a default and let's just look for some items. So right here, I want to add a condition. So most of the time that I used to in Navisworks, I go to like a property condition. The select category, I look, let's say for items, property, I look for name, and I'm gonna say contain, and let's just talk about the same thing, floor, right? So I'm gonna type floor. You can see it's part of it. It says floors. So I'm selecting this floors, which is going to be the part of it, and I should be able to see it. But when I hit find, you can see right here it gives me this error message. It says no items found based on the current search condition because you have the elements and then you're not the layer. So floor is the layer, is not the element. So anytime you guys see this, just go back to this one, uncheck, and then hit find, and you'll be able to kind of see, yeah, okay, right now you can finding all of these properties, right? It kind of goes through all the models everywhere that you have right here in your selection tree, finding all the floors. And if I right click on, it says isolating transparency. It's basically transparent. Everything is only showing me the floors in my model, to kind of see what's been selected. So this one is gonna clear all. I'm gonna clear all, and then let's just do some more, a little bit like a research. So some people, when they go to the property, let's say they don't know what it is, right? So they're not gonna go through all of these, finding all of those items. They want to look for a specific, let's say, system, right? So I'm gonna go to the select property. I'm just gonna type systems, see what comes up. So right here I have a mechanical system type. Okay, so that's great. Let's just find return on supply, right? So I'm gonna select this, and you see I already picked mechanical system type, and right now I just need to look for the value. So I'm gonna right here turn it on, turn return supply, and I'm gonna head the elements only because right now I'm looking for the type of them, right? So if I find all, you can see right here you're basically going for all of those T's, rectangular dogs and everything, and I'm in the transparency isolate mode, and I can see like at each level like how many of those ductwork that I have and everything has been selected. I can take a look at them, and if I want to save them, I'll be able to save them as an actual set. I can also add more conditions. So these are more options for you to create more specific and more detailed sets when you're creating your or finding your object. So even like especially right here, if you want to go to a specific model, right? If you want to through the search set, and also if you want to create a section box. So let's say right now I want to say, okay, you found all of these. I want to only look at, let's say, the top level, right? Or these only zone an area. So I can kind of do the selection box. It takes me to the box mode. You can see it right here. And then under the selection box mode, I can kind of select what area I only want to create those sets. And I'm gonna hit OK. And right now, only selecting all the items that I have inside this box. So you can see how fast you are able to search items, find them, put them per level, or put them in one zone. If you have a different zones, different areas, you can use the selection box, put the box around that level, or you can put a box around a specific area in your model and then create them, right? So that's gonna be the best way to do it, and it's gonna be the fastest and easiest way. Also, you have like a bunch of settings right here. You can negate it, you can basically duplicate all of those items, and also you can ignore category username, which I would basically leave all of these as default. Is not going to affect your workflow. The only thing that you need to understand is make sure you search like everywhere, or you want to go to a specific model. Let's say if you only want to select architectural, you can do that. And then basically, let me just get off this mode. And also, if you don't know what to look for, also you can come to the these properties. So if I started here again, properties, come to the select properties, not the category. If you don't know what to look for, it's easily just type whatever you need, right? So let's say, I don't know, pipe. right? So it's gonna bring in all the different type pipe that is available over here, and you'll be able to go from there. So this one is gonna give you that ability. Let me see if there is something as like a cable tray or something. No cable tray. Let's just type cable. Okay. Okay, so there is no like cable over there. Let's just do like lighting. So you can see when I type lighting, it kind of brings up like a bunch of lighting items over here. I can select something and go from there. So this is kind of help you get to stuff faster. But if you know what you're looking for, you can basically start from here, right? You can start from if you're looking for like the items or name or type of it. You can start from here, select everything. You can add condition to it. You can select it per level. And also when you're creating all of those, you can kind of put all of those items that you selected in one group. Main part, pay attention to this box. If you're looking for elements, uh, you need to check this box. If you're looking for layers, you need to uncheck this box when you're creating your sets or finding your objects. Hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you like the content, make sure to subscribe and leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.